Hello students, our topic for discussion is fashion cycle. Now you know it very well that whatever has come in this world, be it human, animals or even an object, there is a definite end cycle to it, or you can say that expiry to a particular thing, whatever is there in this world. So same happens with the fashion as well. When a particular fashion prevails in the market for a longer time, you make sure that it will definitely go out of the market very soon, and that is called as a fashion cycle. So what is a fashion cycle? A fashion cycle is a bell-shaped curve which defines us or directs us the flow of the fashion for a particular period of time, and what is the starting stage and what is the end stage of that particular fashion. So we'll understand fashion cycle with a graph. Now fashion cycle is calculated on the basis of two parameters. First will be the popularity and second one will be the time period. Now the first stage that comes in fashion cycle is the introduction stage. Introduction stage is the first stage of fashion cycle when the new fashion comes in the market. When anything new comes in the market, majority of the people doesn't accept it. These are the only fashion leaders or the elite class people who want to experiment with their style, who want to experiment with their fashion, and thus they carry something very new which makes them different from the rest of the public. So at the introduction stage, only few people accept the new fashion which is yet to come in the market. So at this stage the fashion is very expensive. It is mostly the designer labels. The fabrics are made up of high quality. The garments are made up of very high technique, and so these are very expensive which cannot be afforded by the common public. So this is the introduction stage. At the introduction stage, the rise of the fashion is very low because the common people is not accepting what is coming in the market. When the introduction stage comes, the second stage is the rise stage. So by seeing the elite class or the high class people, the upper middle class people try to imitate them, and they try to modify the dresses as per their needs, and then they accept such garment. So slowly and gradually the rise of a particular fashion begins. So there we comes at the second stage of the fashion cycle, which is called as rise. The third stage which comes in fashion cycle, it is called as culmination, or you can also say the peak stage. At this stage, the particular fashion is at utmost height. Majority of the people wears out that particular fashion, that particular style, and it prevails throughout the market. So this is the peak stage of a particular fashion. When majority of the people accept it, obviously the people who are at the first stage or who are the high class people or the elite class people, they reject that particular style and they wear something new to make them stand apart from the rest of the crowd. So when the elite class people rejects a particular fashion, then there comes the decline of that previous fashion which was at the peak in the previous stage. So here the demand of that particular fashion slows down, and that's why we have knockoff period, we have garments on sale at the decline stage. And the last stage in the fashion cycle is the obsolescence stage, which means at this stage the particular fashion goes completely out of the market. There is no demand for such fashion in the market, and thus it becomes totally out of the market. So this is about fashion cycle. Thank you.